So today I have this Rolex GMT Master with the caliber 3075 movement and has the 24-hour function. And I'm going to take this apart, clean it and put it back together and lubricate it. So I'll start by removing the watch from the case. Now I've already loosened this back, so I'll just twist it off by hand. And here we have the movement. Right, so I'm going to remove the crown, and it's a sprung-loaded setting lever, so just push down gently and the crown will just pull out nicely. And the movement is secured with 2 case screws, and they need to be turned as if you're tightening them, which actually loosens the movement from the case. Here's the other one. And once that's done, that loosens the movement. You need to just revolve the whole movement around until the screws are located in a recess in the case. And then you can just turn the case over and the movement can drop out. Right, and so that I've got control over the hands, I'm just going to refit the crown and stem. I want to just line up the hands so that to make them easy to take off. And now the dial is secured with 2 dial screws, so I'll just loosen those. So I can just lift the dial away from the movement. So this exposes the 24-hour function, the motion work, and the calendar works. So the calendar ring is secured. You just turn this little screw halfway. It's not actually a screw, it's just a little clamp. You turn it on its side and then the calendar ring can be just lifted out. But I like to just move the jumper spring backwards a little bit. So now I'm going to remove the automatic work, which is secured with 3 screws. I'm going to remove the automatic work as a complete unit, and then I'll disassemble it a little bit later on. And just before lifting the whole plate, I'm just going to slightly put pressure on the mainspring, and this allows it to lift very, very easily and takes all the tension away from the automatic work. Now back over to the dial side. I'm going to continue disassembling the calendar work. Let's remove the calendar jumper spring. Now the advancing wheel here is held down with a reverse threaded screw, and that's indicated with these 3 slots, as you can see. I've slightly loosened it, and I'll just work it off. I would imagine Rolex would have a special tool for this. I haven't, so I'm just being extra careful here. Now before removing this wheel, I'm going to pull back the cam yoke so that the calendar wheel is not under any tension. And I'll just remove the cam yoke, the jewel. So I've removed the hour wheel, and I'm just removing the cannon pinion now. And now I'll just remove the calendar ring seating, which is secured with these 2 screws. Now I want to remove the cam yoke, and before I do that I'm just going to pull back the spring because it's under a lot of tension, and it's not necessary to remove this spring, so it can just be left in place. Okay, so on the balance cock we see 3 screws, so ignore the 2 screws to the left, or the one in the middle and the one on the left, and it's the one on the right that we want to remove here. It's important not to adjust the blue screw in the middle, as this will change the height of the cock and effectively the end shake on the balance, which means there'll be more work later to reset it. So I'm going to remove any leftover power from the mainspring, just pulling back the click and allowing any power to just flow away. I'll remove the ratchet wheel. Now the crown wheel here obviously is secured again with a left-handed screw, indicated with the 3 lines on the screw. So turn it as if you're tightening it. And it should be noted there's a spring underneath here. Doesn't show up in the video because the old oil has made it stick to the bottom of the crown wheel. However, you'll see that when it's reassembled. And there's 2 intermediate wheels or pinions underneath this little bridge. One is a floating pinion. So I'll just remove those. You see the old oil has made it stick to the little bridge. I'll just pop it out so you can see. And just observe which way up this goes. The larger pivot points downwards. Okay, and now I'll remove the click and the click spring. So now I'll just remove the pallets. And the barrel bridge is secured with these two screws. We'll just remove those. Of course, with those removed, I can gently lift the barrel bridge and remove that. So onto the main train bridge, which again is secured with two screws. So we'll just remove those. And I can gently lift the train wheel bridge. And of course that exposes the train wheels. Now the minute pinion is underneath this little bridge, which again is secured with two screws. So let's remove those. So with the barrel out, I can flip the movement over and continue to take apart the keyless work. So I'm going to remove the setting lever spring and the calendar rapid date changing wheel. And the old oil has made this stick, so a little tricky to lift it. Okay, so I'm going to slightly loosen the setting lever spring screws, but I'm not going to remove them all the way yet, because with the setting lever screws loosened, I can just gently lift the spring away from the setting lever, removing tension. And now it's safe to remove the screws completely. Doing it like this is less risk of breaking the setting lever spring. You notice there's an intermediate wheel on the setting lever spring. That is not to be disassembled. So I'll remove the minute wheel. The yoke spring. And of course I'll take off the yoke. I'll just remove this tensioner from the setting lever. It's held down with one screw. And now I can lift the setting wheel away, setting lever away. And we have here the hack, which is enthusiastically wants to get away from the movement there. Okay, so we'll just remove the clutch wheel and the winding pinion. And the crown and stem should just pull out, allowing those to just drop. Okay, I just want to replace the balance back onto the movement to secure it in place. Ready for cleaning. Okay, so let's take apart the barrel, have a look at the mainspring. So it's a little messy in there, that's fairly normal. Just take out the barrel arbor. And I can wind the mainspring out. And you'll have to forgive my camera, it hasn't got automatic focus. Okay, so now I'm going to remove all the parts from the automatic works. So thank you for watching, and if you are new to my video content then please consider subscribing. It's free and you'll be informed when I publish new content. And you can also find me on Facebook and Twitter. Also, be sure to visit my website, www.watchrepairtalk.com, and here you're going to find even more content and find out how you can watch my premium watch repair videos. And The latest video is a Value 7750 based Ikepod watch with an additional 24-hour complication, and you can watch me servicing this on the Watch Repair Talk website. And finally, you can support these videos and be able to have exclusive access to my premium watch repair videos by becoming a patron. Details in the description below.